first 6 years of my economic life, I wound up broke, and the second 6 years, I wound up rich. And this is how I did it. Some of the things I'm about to share with you. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Here's my first subject for the day. It's called personal development. Of all the subjects Mr. Shoaff confronted me with when I met him at age 25, this was one of the most important. Setting goals, that was easy. Some other things that he offered to me, I got right away. Setting up a money system, I did that right away. Personal development, I'm telling you, it took a while to give up my old ways of blaming everything except myself for my situation. It was almost like going through withdrawals. Some of it was tough to say that it was me, not them. When I said to Mr. Shoaff, this is all they pay, he said, no, that's all you're worth. I'm telling you, that was new stuff for me to ponder. When I said it cost too much, and he said, no, you can't afford it, I thought, whoa, what a new way to look at it. I'm telling you, some of that drama of giving up, that it was them, it was the economy, it was my negative relatives, it was my boss, it was the company pay, the unions and the wage scale and circumstances. It took me a while to give that up. It's like going through withdrawals. But when I finally did it and started this fresh journey of looking in, because that's where the problem was. That's where I had to get straightened out. And the drama happened for me in such spectacular fashion. Got this phrase down. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. The major question to ask on the job is not, what am I getting here? The major question to ask on the job is, what am I becoming here? Because it's not what you get that makes you valuable, it's what you become. Now, once I understood that, I started working on this thing called personal development. Jot this down. Success is something you attract by the person you become. I used to think success was something you pursued, went after. And found out, no, success is not something you go after. What you go after is usually like a butterfly you can't quite catch. Here's the key. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. In our further studies in leadership, we teach this. To attract attractive people, you must be attractive. To attract committed people, you must be committed. To attract powerful people, you must be powerful. To attract dedicated people, you must be dedicated. So the whole key here is to go to work hard, not on other people. Primarily, go to work hard on yourself. And then Mr. Shoaff gave me that startling promise that I want to share with you. And here's what he said. It's changed my life all these years, and I'm going to use it the rest of the years of my life. Here's what he said. Mr. Rohn, if you will change, everything will change for you. I've never forgotten that. It still rings clear in my ears today. I can still hear it. And I've said it often enough the last 40 years of my business career, so that it keeps ringing in my ears as I've tried to stimulate that same phrase in other people's consciousness. Here it is. If you will change, everything will change for you. If you will change, your income will change. If you will change, your health will change. If you will change, your future will change. If you will change, the equities that you had always hoped for will start to grow, start to change. If you will change. Once I got that message, it turned my life around. Let everything change or not change. Let the government change or not change. Let people around you change or not change. Let everything be the same, the turning of the seasons. Let society continue on its way. You take a personal interest in your own personal development, and I'm telling you, you'll start to attract success. And I've got several parts now to personal development. Make these notes. Here's number one. It's like the seasons. Understanding the seasons is one of the best illustrations that I can give you for personal development. Make this note. You cannot change the seasons. They're going to be however they're going to be. And the next note. Life in business is like the seasons. Frank Sinatra sings, life is like the seasons. And you cannot change the seasons. The order has been established long before we arrived on the spinning planet. Long before we became guests here. However that was done. Boggles the mind to imagine how it was all done and accomplished. The Declaration of Independence of America says, all people are created equal and are endowed, I love that word, endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit